Somebody's not ready for the trip. Are you turning your head on me? So we're at Buc-ee's, which I love Buc-ee's, but probably should not have stopped at Buc-ee's today because Sunday after Thanksgiving it's a madhouse. But and I probably need 2 or 3 gallons, but I figure got to stop here anyway. It's a good stop, about 30 minutes out. Go ahead and top off. It gives me a minute to check all the adjustments that I've made on the camper with new leaf springs, upgraded tires, different things like that. Problem is, we were lucky to get this pump down here because everybody's leaving their cars at the gas pumps. It's bad enough when people leave their cars at the fuel pumps and the fuel islands anyway, but when you're doing it on one of the busiest travel days of the year, being Sunday after Thanksgiving, everybody's going home, don't be rude and be a jerk. Just move your car. It's not that hard. Whole 3.8 gallons, $9.20. $2.37 a gallon. Now let's go check everything else. This was the one that worried me so much. You can see where it was rubbing there. I think we've gotten that situated between bearings and bigger leaf springs. I guess everything looks pretty good, so we're going to move this thing and be respectful to other folks. Then we'll go in. We need some RV parking. It's kind of tough finding spots. Having to angle through and take up about 20 spots here. Help us out. Dr. Pepper is life. See, we stopped here for cheap gas and we come out poor. No, she's giving me crazy looks. We go in and I stop and I get $9.20 in fuel, and I go inside and I come out $22.71. I guess it's really not bad. Can you beat that going into Buc-ee's? I bet you can't go into Buc-ee's and come out with less than $22.71. We got 2 sausage cheese kolaches that she's already driving into over here. I got me a sausage cheddar biscuit. We got beaver nuggets. We got, well, it says Buck Nuggies white cheddar. So white cheddar, Buc-ee nuggets, those things. We got 2 extra large fountain drinks, and we got a large fountain drink. So we're gonna get situated and we're gonna get Florida bound. $2.53 a gallon here, and they're on upside, and I got a 30 cent a gallon bonus, so 49 cents a gallon back right here with this. So, and we were almost empty. That's definitely gonna help out getting almost 50 cents back a gallon. And all this, so make it kind of complicated. Diesel E85. I guess this is a 88 thing, and then right beside it is a regular pump. I get those over there, but yeah, it's just too much. Just what happened to gas, gasoline, fuel? I don't get it. We're gonna get down the road just a little bit. We're gonna find us some lunch because I'm getting hungry. Gio's yelling. I think he might need to get out and go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna get this done and get back on the road. Had to do the walk around. Check everything. I do it on every fuel stop. I walk all the way around the whole vehicle. Check the leaf springs, checking tires, making sure nothing is overheating. I always put my back of my hand on the hub. Just make sure everything is good and safe. So every 100, 200 miles or so, we're getting a full walk around. Hopefully, if anything's going on, we'll catch it before it's a major issue. Not bad at all. 54.50, 21.46 gallons. I'm getting 49 cents a gallon back on that. So it ended up only costing about $44. Fill up with gas. All right, get the kids up there getting a drink. Got to get my fetch points here. I'm gonna scan this in. Oh, check this out. Literally less than 5 minutes after I pulled out of the racetrack earlier, I got the Success $10.52 I got back from that last fuel stop. So if you're not using Upside, you definitely need to use it. You're missing out, leaving money on the table. I'm going to put a referral code down here that if you use it, it'll save you a little bit extra money too. So you're definitely going to want to do that. Got to get little mister before we can get on the road. See if he's there. There he is. Kylie's got to snatch him up here before he runs away. He likes to dart to the back. Sometimes you never know what we find. We found him on top of the slide before. That made it really difficult to get. So think we got about 2 hours left on. I was hoping to get down before dark, but we're getting in Florida tonight. Just across the line, but darn it, we're getting to Florida. And tomorrow we'll be on into Daytona Beach area. You're not supposed to be worried about the camera, Kyleigh.
Bro says to ignore the camera staring at me.
Guys, tell her to ignore the camera and just practice. We're practicing here. She's still learning violin, although she's like really excellent on it because she's got years of, teaching, and she's picked it back up, and she can literally play a song like that. Me, I'm over here like picking and strumming, going. See? I'm just like picking and watch. She'll get up here with that bow. Like,
Not right here, I wouldn't. I'd end up breaking the bow.
oh, well, excuse me. Let me get out of the way.
Well, I'd have to stand.
Well, then stand. Look, she's being Charlie Daniels. She's gonna rosin off that bow. I was liking the wise men
that's what the song was.
Only fools rush in, but I can't help. This light's really bright behind me. Here, let's do this. Is better? Guys, you see better? Yeah, there we go. But I can't help playing Silent Night. Yeah, I can't sing. Can't play either. She left Lady Madonna, 'cause we like the Beatles, only when they're in a yellow submarine. Oh, the master's back at it. Here we go. Only fools rush in.
That one's actually really easy if my sound was sounding.
If your sound was sounding?
Yeah.
I wanted to break out in song and go, wise men say, honka honka burning love. So you want to explain to everybody what a slur is in music? Because a slur, normal people think of a slur as something bad and negative.
No. It's whenever two notes are basically on the same movement. So for this one, I'm slurring from B to A. So it'd be.
And we're in a Harvest Host parking lot, by the way, at a church parking lot in Florida. So
we're not being very good neighbors.
So here's where we're at with this. Let me get down here so everybody can see. Here's where we're at with this. So we're just learning this. I've had this guitar, this Yamaha guitar I've had since I was probably younger than her, probably, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 years old. And I'm not going to tell you how old I am now, but this is an old guitar. And I've tried to learn it a few times, and I always just give up because I watch people, and they're doing all this, all this back and forth and strumming and everything. I'm like, can't do that. My brain doesn't click that way. So I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm going back to the, starting with the one notes and a song that I can actually hear and understand before going into some stuff. So if you got any tips, drop them down below in the comments. Let me know. Both of us are trying to learn this. It's not tons of time, but we are trying at least 10 to 15 minutes a day to get these things out and play a little bit and do something. So any tips, suggestions, or you just want to have a jam session in a campground, or if you're an instructor and want to teach somebody, guitar or violin, let us know. We're all over this country. Get the RV Life Pro Trip Wizard pulled up. This is what we use. We use the RV Life Pro, the Trip Wizard, because we can put in all of our information into it. Our height, length, width, weight, are we carrying propane, all the pertinent information, the average speed that we go. We never go over 65 miles an hour. That's just my argument. If you think you can go over 65 miles an hour when towing, you're wrong. I'm sorry if that upsets you or hurts your feelings, but it's not saving you any time to go faster, maybe a couple of minutes, and you're spending more in gas money. So just slow down and take it easy and make everybody safe. Anyway, I digress. It tells us everything. It makes sure that we don't go under any bridges that are too short or through any tunnels we're not allowed to go through. It makes sure that it's an RV safe route for what we have set up here. So this morning it is a little after 8 o'clock, a little later than I wanted to get out, but that'll be okay. We're going to head on down to Daytona Beach area today for the next few days so we can take care of some business here, and we got to get a driver's license for this one over here. Are we ready for this road test? She's not ready for a road test. And that one back there, it's already in his game this morning, going to be getting a permit. We're going to have 2 new drivers on the road, one by herself driver on the road, and one that can operate a car legally. I don't know what to think about that. What happened in time? I'm getting old here, but anyway, let's get on the road. Alright, so we just got to our campground for the next few days. Where we're domiciled in Florida. This is the closest campground to be able to go in. Kylie's got to get a driver's license, take a permit, pick up mail, do some things before we head on down to Orlando. So this is the Encore Sunshine Holiday, as they call it, RV resort. Furthest thing from the resort that there could be, but I digress there. We've stayed here once before and they put us in a really horrible site, and I thought it couldn't get any worse. It got worse. So this time they have us back in the back in site 194. Now this is, to give you an example, this is 2 loops. Or 2 big giant circles, the original campground, and then this second section that they bought and added on, but it's been years and years ago. This is Encore property, which is owned by Equity Lifestyle, so technically the Thousand Trails system. Apparently the Thousand Trails rules don't apply because we're in trailer park trash hole back here. Look at this. For starters, we've got this little concrete pad right here, which you would think would be nice, right? Yeah, but the way that they have us pull in off of these little narrow roads back here, we had to pull up, back up, pull up, back up, pull it back up, just to try to not get the tires on that. End up having to go over it once, but not have it. And then check this out on the other side. Look at this. This is our slide right on that pole. Didn't think it was going to be able to open. Barely made it. Was able to get just ahead of the power box over there. Then this is what we're dealing with around us. This is the neighbor. We had to move stuff out of our site. And then, of course, you got all the typical Florida RV park type homes that are in here. But this is how narrow the little road coming into our site is. We had the trees right here that we had to deal with, turning around that mobile home into this little site here, avoiding that concrete pad. The power box and everything is right over here. And then we got this right here beside us. And then directly in front of us, we had a van that was parked at that place over there where the golf cart is. So we couldn't move up very far there. So you can see where I had to come all the way forward across the neighbor's side here. You can see where, you know, I had to end up spinning a little bit instead of putting it in 4-wheel drive to be able to get over the concrete pad back there. But this is what they call an RV resort. Don't stay at Encore Sunshine Holiday in Ormond Beach, right on the Daytona Beach line. That should tell you a lot to begin with there. But anyway, we're gonna do what the pastor said on Sunday, and we're gonna look for the positive side of everything. So we're gonna say the positive side here is we're pretty level. We didn't have to go on the blocks. So that's a positive. We got full hookups, and we're only going to be here for 3 nights. Just tonight, tomorrow's our appointment for stuff, and then we have kind of an extra night that we may do something, and then we're headed on down to Orlando, which we know is going to be much better at the Thousand Trails Orlando Park. So there's a positives we'll find in some things. We'll move on. James got to finish school, and we got to go get him a haircut. Guys, look at this. Look at this. There is a kid under there. Jacob, look. It's not awesome. I don't even know what this is anymore. What is this?
Can I get in?
I'm trying. All right, so here at the courthouse, we have a, look at this, look at this. What do we got? What do we got? Hold it up. We have a new Florida permitted driver. Took care of some other business while I was here. Kyleigh is out on her road test right now, so yeah, she's gonna do fine. But she was nervous. It was raining when we came in. Unfortunately, it's not raining now, so we're standing out here waiting on her to get back to watch her pull in now. So see how this goes. There she is. She is back looking for a parking spot.
Why didn't they just go there?
Look at what we have here, Florida's newest driver. All right, so about 3 years ago, we were at the Hershey RV show. We've had really good luck at the Hershey RV show with drawings and giveaways and different things. So a couple years ago, I won this Blue Tech, the R3, and we've used it ever since. Absolutely love the system. Check this out. We went to the Hershey show this year. We go to the shows a lot. And Jacob won the new Blue Tech AR3 with the bag and everything. So we're going to pass on the system that we have now to family and move up to this. Basically the same system, but this one's a little bit lighter, I think, once it comes to the bag and stuff. So Blue Tech, go Blue Tech. We love it. Got the hat. We've got the braided hoses and everything, so makes the water great. It's my understanding from people that have gone down to Baja to Mexico, you know, you can't drink the water in Mexico. So between using this and using our Berkey, the water is going to be better purified than the agua purificados that are down there. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing set up and going. This is actually, feels like it's metal. It's got the quick disconnects on the, yeah, this one's metal all the way around, where the other one is kind of like 3D printed type. It was our first run of it, I think. This one's a little shorter with the filters. It seems it's already got quick disconnects on it, where the other one we had to add those on. So looking forward to getting this set up and going. We are doing something that I've wanted to do for years, and we just happen to be close this year. So we are at the Daytona International Speedway. The Magic of Light's going to go through and check out all of the Christmas lights. I don't think we actually get to drive on the track, or we'd have Jacob driving right now so he could have driven on the track. I think we do go underneath the grandstands and out into different areas. So we're just coming in. Let's check it out.
Kids know, yes, it's time to get married, to pick up the pieces of what you come in here. Now we're here. Well, you've done your best and no one will complain. We're still here, doing your best now for the part of the year. So shed no tears, knocking, waiting, hoping, finally here. Now it's Christmas time. God bless the joy of bringing, laughing out loud as we dance like there's no tomorrow. Thank you for your time. I can't believe you're mine now. It's Christmas.
So that was Magic of Lights at the Daytona International Speedway, and I was not impressed. I have been to much better things, like the one in Tennessee that they did at Smoky Stadium was really cool. That, not so much. People think we want to listen to their music out here, which we don't. And they tell people to turn their lights off going through those things, and they don't. So if you don't know how to turn them off, or you won't, don't go to something like that. So now we're going to go shopping. Bro's getting him some vanilla cashmere body lotion. Look at this. Look, look, look. He's all about smelling good and having a nice skin and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
ladies,
You have to
girls. He's into blondes, so
Yeah,
his skin's going to be all nice and everything. So Kylie's convinced him to do matching masks.
What does the red line mean in the flag? Firefighters?
Yes.
Made it to Orlando. I'm in the passenger seat. Got a new driver over here. Actually willingly driving right now too, by the way. So Sorry, trying to figure out which way we're going here. It's a new McDonald's up here by the Publix, by Thousand Trails Orlando, and we've never been into it before. It's been a year since we've been down here, and there's so much that's changed, a new building and everything. But I will say, traffic so much better than I remember the last several years. So I think we all know why that is, and I absolutely love it. She got a bingo.
We have a winner. All right.
Well, we made it to Thousand Trails Orlando. You saw that video of us coming out of the last campground up in Daytona. Absolutely horrible. I don't know how we made it out of there, but I'm glad we did. It was a little dicey at times, as you can see. The site is much better here at Thousand Trails Orlando, but there's a problem. Look at this. Trying to do laundry. There's 4 washers, so those were working good, I think. Check out the dryer. Broken. We're hoping that these 2 work because we have broken both. Broken arrows pointing both directions. So yeah, we have 2 out of 8 dryers that are showing to be operational. So we hope that they are. It's bad enough to have 6 out of 8 down any time of the year, but this is peak season at the largest Thousand Trails campground in the entire system. It's over 1,200 sites here and like 4 laundry buildings. So having 6 out of 8 in this one building, the main one in the middle out, it's a problem. Come on, TTO, you got to do better. You got to do, folks. If you're doing laundry, especially in a campground, set a timer so they're not sitting in here and other people are waiting. So we're gonna go back out here in the pouring down rain. So we're still doing laundry, and I'm now on the 3rd round on one of the dryers, 2 rounds on another one, because one of them apparently shut off halfway through. So, and in talking to people, I guess the Thousand Trails doesn't own the laundry, which like most parks, but they still should have a say in whether things are working or not, especially at their premier resort. So we're going to finish up with that and look at the positives of this. Is we have a concrete site, we have a level site. We are in a favorite park. I mean, Thousand Trails Orlando by and large is great overall. It's just this laundry thing's got me a little irritated right now. So, and the traffic in the Orlando area, oh my god, it's so much better. You can tell some things have happened within the last several months down here. So traffic is much better. It flows better. So we're going to finish up the laundry. I'm going to get the video out for you guys to see. By the time you're seeing this, we're already working on a new week. So get ready for church tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Real life Claremont. It's our home away from home church. We love that church down here. So if you're ever in the area at TTO or Clearbrook or anywhere in the area looking for a place to call home, check out Clear Life in Claremont, their main campus, I believe. Absolutely felt welcome from the first time we went there. The senior pastor is absolutely amazing, so we love it. So we're going to get on with that, and we'll see you guys next week.